Hello, divine beings. It is your girl, iyaKIN, founder of the online non-performative yoga school, as well as the lead coach for the Divine Feminine Yoga Workshop. And I'm excited to have you here today for this morning sadhana practice. Now, although sadhana practices, which are ritual yoga practices, are practiced in the morning, you can practice this in the evenings if you're not able to fit it into your morning. However, for the sake of the work that you are doing, I highly recommend that you carve out time to practice your sadhana in the morning. And it's going to feature a few different yogic practices. First will be just a moment to settle and still in our bodies. The second is going to be Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Then we'll move into Om chanting. Then we'll move into our asana practice, and we'll close with our guided meditation. Now, I invite you to make your way onto your mat if you're not already there, utilizing potentially a cushion or a pillow to sit on to keep the spine erect and engaged. Or if you have trouble keeping the spine lengthened, you can always go ahead and set yourself up with a wall behind you. We're going to go ahead and get started just with a little bit of time to settle and ground here through the five senses. So noticing what you are seeing, what you are hearing, what you are smelling, tasting, and touching to cultivate a sense of self-security in your body. So we'll go ahead and begin just by noticing what we're seeing. Noticing what you're seeing directly in front of you, as well as noticing what you're seeing on the right side of you and on the left side, as well as what's behind you. And just physically scanning your surroundings to cultivate that sense of security, to know that you are safe. You're probably doing this in your home, so you know what's around, but just exercising a little bit more awareness and utilizing this practice in other spaces, particularly unknown spaces where we don't know our external surroundings, where we're not as familiar. So just noticing what you are seeing. And then from there, noticing what you are hearing. So noticing what you're hearing in your immediate space. It's fairly quiet here. So I'm not really hearing so much in my immediate space, just kind of the frequency of sound and silence, or the frequency of silence rather. And then noticing what you're hearing in your distant space. So in the further distance, I'm hearing some cars driving by. I'm hearing a little bit of wind. And once again, we're just noticing this to bring us into the present moment, as opposed to kind of drifting off into the past or the future. From there, we'll start to notice what we're smelling. So just noticing what you are smelling in your immediate space. Maybe someone's cooking, and smells can have a really beautiful association with them and help us to really be in our bodies in the present moment. It can really help color our experience. And maybe you're not smelling anything at all, but just noticing that. And then noticing what you're tasting. Maybe you had some coffee or some breakfast already, or maybe you haven't had anything quite yet. Just noticing that sensation in the mouth. To exercise more awareness as to what you're experiencing in your present and in the present moment through the 5 senses. Lastly, you'll notice what you're touching. So one of the ways we can do that is by cultivating healthy self-touch, maybe rubbing the palms together. Maybe rubbing the forearms. Maybe rubbing the thighs, which I often do. Just once again, bringing our awareness towards the present moment by noticing what we're experiencing just through the 5 senses. And just taking this time to settle. And settle. And settle. And settle. From there, begin to notice the texture and the pace and the consistency of your breathing. No particular type of pranayama yet, you're just noticing. Maybe allowing your gaze to lower. Noticing if the breath is kind of short and spastic. If so, seeing if you can begin to lengthen the inhalation. Taking a moment here to breathe in intentionally and then lengthen the exhalation. On the inhale, let's draw the breath in through the nostrils. Exhale out of the mouth, HA. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, HA. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out of the mouth, HA. Begin to find that fluid inhale once again through the nostrils. Letting the breath expand in the belly as you relax the shoulders. And finding a fluid audible exhale out of the nostrils. As if you're gracefully fogging a window and allowing the breath to drag along the backside of the throat. This is called Ujjayi Pranayama. It's a very settling breath. Helping to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest center. Really try to reduce the need to force your breathing, but really luxuriate the breath and savor the sensation. Intentionally draw your awareness to a part of the body that's feeling the most tight or stiff. And as you inhale, feel the muscles grow buoyant with air, particularly in that region. And on the exhale, as the muscles contract and get smaller, really extend the exhale and let all of the tension float out of that muscle or out of that area. Physically feel the body relax and contract into itself. You can add a count here. So inhaling for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. Continue to settle here, moving through that count of breath on your own. And we'll start to move to Nadi, Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, which is a balancing breath. It balances both the the yin and yang sides, or the lunar and solar sides of the body. Remember, the lunar side is the left side, could also be known as the feminine, and the right side is known as the solar side, the masculine. So we're balancing these sides of the body, the energy within these sides of the body, to settle the body, particularly to settle the subtle body, your energy body, and guide you more into a receptive state in your parasympathetic nervous system. We'll start by raising our right hand and take our 2 peace fingers and draw them to our third eye right in between our brows. You're going to use your thumb and your ring finger of the right hand to alternate the nostrils. I will guide us. We'll do this for 9 counts. Go ahead and plug the right. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Plug the left. Exhale through the right. Release both hands. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. From here, we'll move into our Om chant. We're going to chant Om 7 times. Om is the resounding sound of creation, and by chanting Om, we are aligning our physical body with the frequency of all creation, which is incredibly settling. If we could hear this frequency, we would naturally align with it, but because we can't necessarily hear it often, utilizing Om to align with it is a really beautiful way to join with this frequency in our physical form. Now we might start together, but we will not end together most likely. So we'll take a fluid inhale in through the nostrils. Exhale out of the mouth, HJ. All right, y'all. Inhale to prepare for Om. It might feel a little awkward at first. Om. Take a moment to settle into the Om. Feel the muscles relax here. Feel the mouth and the jaw relax. Feel yourself settle into your body and your being. Know that you have yourself here. Slowly begin to flutter the eyes open, looking at one point in front of you. And you can begin to scan the room, allowing the eyes to travel. And we'll begin to move into our asana practice. Now you can stay where you are. I'm just going to turn my body towards the right on my mat. We'll begin in a cross-legged Sukhasana position here. In a cross-legged position, inhale, circle sweep the hands up and over. Exhale, rainbow the left hand out to the left, right hand extends high, arch it up and over towards the right, towards the left. Inhale, rainbow the right arm up and over, rooted on the outside of the right hip. Left hand rainbows up and over and arch it over towards the right, breathing into the left ribs. Inhale, left arm comes up and over and lands on the outside of the left hip. On the exhale, inhale, both hands come high. Exhale, find a gentle twist. Kickstand your left hand behind you. Bring your right hand either to the left knee or right to the center of the thigh. Find what feels most available for you. Inhale, pull the belly button up and in, and exhale, begin to gently twist back through the low belly, then the shoulder girdle and the heart and the head and neck. Twist back last. Inhale, switch sides, hands float up. Exhale, kickstand the right hand behind you. Bring the left hand to the right knee or the center of the thigh as you twist back. Inhale, both hands come high. Exhale, float the hands down, making your way into tabletop, either by coming forward, just rolling over onto the hands and knees, or you can draw the hands on the outside of you and just make your way onto your hands and knees in tabletop. Choose what feels most available for you. On tabletop, we'll root the 5 fingers here. Remember, if you have any sensitivities in the knees, go ahead and pad your knees here. On the inhale, let's find our cow pose. Shine the heart up to the heavens. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, curl the tailbone in and under as if you're an angry cat, spiking the spine up towards the heavens. Hold here for the exhale. Inhale, find your cow pose, shine the heart up. Crown of the head tilts up and so does the tailbone. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, curl the tailbone in towards the groin. Invite the head and neck to follow, spiking the spine up to the heavens. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, find your cow pose, shine the heart up to the heavens, tailbone comes high. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, y'all, curl that tailbone in and under. Invite the head and neck to follow, spiking the spine up towards the heavens. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, find a neutral tabletop spine. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, let's tuck the toes underneath the feet. Exhale, lift the knees. Downward facing dog. Expand the booty up and back as you pedal out the legs one by one. You got one option here. If the hamstrings are feeling very tight, you can root your hands on 2 blocks or 2 books that are comparably the same size. And that's going to bring the earth to you so that you can really reduce the flexion in the hamstrings and the calves if they're very tight. Let's hold here for a few rounds of breath. Continue pedaling out those knees. Let that expansion happen through the hamstrings, through the calves. Create more space for the body, optimal movement, so we can find greater expression in our skin. On the inhale, our left leg's going to float high to the heavens. Take your time. Exhale, lunge to step it through. Try to move slowly here. Exhale, step your right leg forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Option to bring the hands to the shins as you find a nice tabletop spine. Option to bring the hands to your block or your book, finding a nice long tabletop spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Invite the forehead towards the knees. They don't have to kiss, just a directive. Relax the head and neck though, no holding, and find a nice micro bend in the knees. On the inhale, keep that bend in the knees. Circle sweep the hands up and over. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands come to heart center, and you settle right here. Releasing into Tadasana, palms open face alongside the hips. Holding here. Inhale, circle sweep the hands up and over. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, bow forward. Give grace to yourself, to your body. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, drape the body down, invite the forehead towards the knees. Go ahead and just step your right leg back, lower the right knee to kiss the earth, patting the knee here with a pillow or a blanket if you need to. Inhale, circle sweep the hands up and over. Exhale, right hand comes to the womb, left hand to the sacrum. Pull your tailbone down into the hand. Inhale, both hands come high, Anjali Mudra, hold here for a moment. Exhale, lower the hands down to frame your left foot and lengthen out your left knee for half Hanumanasana or half split. Now, one thing to keep in mind is to keep the hip stacked right over the knee. Avoid shifting back and sinking into the hip. Instead, drag the heel forward. If the hamstring or the calf is feeling very taut, bring the earth to you with your blocks or your books here. Lastly, if the leg or the knee starts to quiver, the body is asking for more slack, so go ahead and micro bend that knee to give it a little bit more support. Sinking into that hamstring, keeping the spine long as you do so, keeping the head lifted, heart drawn forward. Inhale, let's bend this left knee. Draw your left hand on the inside of the left foot and just heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe it out. Do you have enough space to gently glide the left leg back? On the inhale, walk the hands forward for a modified chaturanga. Shift the booty forward, hips forward, so the shoulders are stacked right over the wrists. Then lower the chin to kiss the mat, hands on the outside of the chest. Invite the inner thighs together. Inhale, cobra pose. Little to no weight in the hands. Exhale, chin kisses the mat. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option to use your blocks or your books again if you would like to. Holding here for 3 rounds of breath. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, lunge, step it through. Step your left leg through to meet its sibling. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, hands to the shins or a block. Halfway lift through the spine, nice tabletop spine here. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Invite the forehead towards the knees. They don't have to kiss, just a directive. Keep a nice bend in the knees. Inhale, circle sweep the hands up and over. Exhale, hands come up and over to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Exhale, hands come alongside the hips, palms open face. Inhale, hands come high. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, drape the body down. Inhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to the legs. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, hands to the shins. Nice long spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, drape the body down, relax the head and neck, no holding. This time step the left leg back, lower the left knee, patting the knee here if you need to. Inhale, circle sweep the hands up and over, Anjali Mudra. Bringing the hands to Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, left hand comes to the womb, right hand to the sacrum. Pull the tailbone down. Feel the womb grow. In your left hand, feel that expansion on the front of the left thigh. Inhale, both hands come high. Exhale, lower the hands to frame your right foot as you lengthen out the right knee. For half split, half Hanumanasana, option to use your blocks here to bring the earth to you. Choose your own adventure here, extending that heart forward. Keep the spine long here. You got 1 or 2 more rounds of breath. Relax the mouth and the jaw. Inhale, let's bend that right knee. Exhale, right hand comes on the inside of the right foot and just heel toe that right foot out to the right. Out to the right. Do you have enough space? So just glide it back. Inhale, tabletop. Walk the hands forward. And then invite the hips forward so the shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Exhale, lower onto the belly, hugging those forearms and elbows in. Chin kisses the mat. Inhale, cobra, a little to no weight in the hands. Keep the feet rooted on the earth. Exhale, chin kisses the mat. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose, hips to the heels, open the knees wide, let the belly and the chest fall through as you surrender the head and neck towards the earth. Option if the hamstrings are still feeling tight or taut to invite the inner thighs towards one another so the belly and the chest can rest on the thighs. I'm going to keep my head elevated so as to not plug my mic, but I invite you to release the head and neck towards the earth here for a moment. Inhale, y'all, let's ripple it up tabletop and just make our way onto our booties. Extending the legs forward. Inviting the palms up towards the heavens as we slowly go back vertebra by vertebra. As soon as the back of the heart kisses the mat, hug the knees in. Clasp the front of or behind the knees and rock left and right, left and right, left and right on your low back. From here, let's slowly root the feet and invite our right foot onto our left knee. You have a few options. You can thread the arms through to clasp behind the left thigh. You can grab a strap and thread the strap through if you're having trouble grabbing hold of behind the thigh and hold here with the strap. Or third option, you can clasp the front of the left knee. That's going to deepen the stretch in the outer hip. Now for either three of these options, if the head is lifting off of the earth, go ahead and bring a block or a pillow underneath the head so that you can reduce having to fight against gravity here. Notice if you're biting down on the mouth or the jaw, y'all. Try to relax the mouth and the jaw here as you sink into sensation in the outer hip and the glute. Slowly release the left foot and just cross your right knee over the left. Supine twist, take it over to the left. Maybe the left hand grabs the outside of the right leg, and maybe the right hand floats out towards the right like a half T, resting here for a moment. Inhale, come back to center. Hug the knees in at center for a moment, maybe clasping the front or behind the knees. Choose your own adventure here. Find what feels available for you. And then we'll move to the opposite side. Root the feet back into the earth. Invite your left foot onto your right knee. Now you have a few options. You can clasp behind that thigh again. You can use the strap, or you can clasp the front of the knee. Choose your own adventure here. Remember, you can always grab a pillow and position a pillow or a block underneath the head if the head is lifting like so. We don't want to strain here, y'all. We want to be able to settle. Try to relax the mouth and the jaw. Kind of hang out here for a moment. Let the body relax. Try not to push. Breathe into it. Slowly relax the right foot into the earth. Cross your left leg over and float your way towards the right. Right hand covering the outside of the left knee and left hand extending out to the left for a supine twist. Slowly invite the left hand back in as you roll your way back onto your back, hugging both knees in again here, clasping the front of the knees or behind the knees, and just rock and roll left and right, left and right, left and right. Just kind of settling your spine here for a moment. Then from here, opening the legs wide for your version of happy baby. You can clasp behind the knees. You can clasp the shins, the ankles, or the insides or outsides of the feet. Just rocking and rolling left and right, left and right, left and right. Maybe extending one leg, maybe extending both legs. Find what feels available for you here. And then let's extend the feet up to the heavens, hands up to the heavens, and just hang out here for a moment. Find a subtle bend in the knees and the ankles, as well as in the in the elbows and the wrists. So no striving here, trying to look to straighten the body. Just let the natural folds and curves happen, the natural bends at the joints happen. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale out of the nostrils and invite the feet, the hands back to the earth to rest here for a moment before we move into our guided meditation to close out our sadhana practice. And slowly begin to roll to your left or your right side, coming into a seated position for our guided meditation. I'm going to sit with the wall behind me, so I invite you to do the same if you would like to. I'm also going to bring my meditation cushion because I'm going to sit on that as well. You can sit on a pillow if you'd like to. Hanging out here as we move into our guided meditation. I invite you to close your eyes, or you can keep your eyes open if that allows you to feel safe in your body. Coming to a position where you can really settle here and not be distracted with your physical form. Begin to notice the texture, the pace, and the consistency of your breathing as you begin to extend and lengthen the inhalation in through the nostrils. Find a fluid and audible exhalation out of the nostrils. Once again, find a fluid and intentional inhale through the nose. Followed by an elongated exhale out of the nostrils. Keeping it an audible exhalation as if you're fogging up a window gently. Intentional inhale through the nose, followed by a fluid exhale out of the nose. Begin to envision yourself sitting and meditating as you are in a place that is a sanctuary to you. Any place in the entire universe, see yourself sitting there, meditating in absolute bliss. In your sanctuary, notice what you are seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching. And utilizing the 5 senses to color your experience and bring you into the present moment with your body and your being. Allow yourself to settle more into yourself in your sanctuary. And draw your awareness towards your heart center and begin to notice a crystalline blue-white light emanating out of your heart center and piercing into the farthest corners of your sanctuary. Feel this crystalline blue-white light pouring over you and bathing you in this light, expanding through every pore. And encompassing your entire being. As this crystalline blue-white light pours and emanates out of you, experience this feeling of ecstasy like you've never experienced it before. And watch as this crystalline blue-white light emanates further and further and further out to all regions of the world, pouring from you at every direction. Then begin to see this crystalline blue-white light slowly in the distance, and a ball of light floating back to you. Closer and closer and closer till it's directly in front of you. And watch as this ball of crystalline blue-white light expands and reveals itself to you as you. See yourself looking directly at yourself. And begin to realize and notice that the person in the crystalline blue-white light is a future version of yourself, a future being, you light years away. And as you peer into yourself, you discern that this is you, at not only a higher frequency, but in another dimension, another time and place. You who has the answers that you seek. You who has the counsel that you desire. And with that awareness, you embrace yourself with a warm and loving embrace. And as you two sit and receive each other, you ask yourself one question. You ask your future self the one thing that you need to hear that only your future self knows. And you wait for the wise counsel of your future self. she utters it back to you confidently and with such clarity, as if a seed is being planted right in the center of your heart, right in the center of your crystalline blue-white light. And your heart gladly receives this seed. You thank her with another warm embrace. And she begins to float away in her crystalline blue white light, further and further and further away. And you're left with her beautiful seed of truth, bathing in your heart, in your crystalline blue white light. And as you settle further into your body and into your being, you let this seed take root in love. And as you do so, your crystalline blue-white light beams even further and further and further out to the regions. And you are settled in your body, knowing this truth. Continue to receive the ecstasy of this truth, the peace of this truth, the healing of this truth, the glory of this truth. And as you continue to receive, your light continues to expand. Allow this light to pour over you, reaching to all that you love and all that you do not love. Allow yourself to give it freely. From the seed of truth in the center of your heart. Begin to slowly arrive back into this space. Back into your physical form. Back into this room. Slowly fluttering the eyes open, looking at one point in front of you. Coming back into the space with that seed deep in your heart. Begin to allow your eyes to travel around the space as you arrive back in your body. I invite you to draw the palms together with a little space in between the palms, thumbs pressing into heart center. Take a deep inhale in through the nostrils. Exhale out of the mouth, HA. We'll each repeat one time. I've done my best. I leave the rest. Have a beautiful start to your day, y'all.